Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty in the Frizz. My name is Cara, and whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. Today is going to be another palette rotation video, and I'm using 3 palettes by Melt Cosmetics. I've done a palette rotation previously with my Melt palettes, and I'll probably have a couple more because I eventually would love to rank my palettes. So if you want to see the palettes I'm going to use and 3 looks today, keep watching this video. Let me know what you think. And if makeup is your therapy and your love, you're trying to get right with your makeup collection for 2022, and you want to connect with someone that's trying to do the same thing, definitely consider joining the community because I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. All right, you guys, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into the 3 looks, and I'm gonna create the last one. You'll see that at the end, and then I'll wrap it up. So here we go. All right, you guys, so good morning. I am about to go to work. What's new? Today I'm gonna be using the Mary Jane palette by Melt Cosmetics, and I may possibly use this glittery topper that came with it. I don't know. But just with the little color scheme I had on, I couldn't think of a color story that I wanted to wear because I'm supposed to be doing another look with a Huda Beauty Rose Quartz, and just wasn't feeling that with this little buffalo plaid here. So let's go ahead and get started. Still haven't gone through all my Melt palettes yet because, you know, I do want to do a ranking video, but I want to use all the palettes like currently so that I can really, you know, rank them. I know I didn't mention this. I have replaced the 2 outer shimmers in this palette. Now the shimmers do look like the actual color of the shimmers that were in the original, but these shimmers are by the brand Give Me Glow. The reason that I replaced the shimmers was that they were just super crumbly and I just couldn't take it. Starting in with a tapered Dose of Colors brush. I am gonna go into the shade Mari first. And this is like a little cool brown shade that's great for the transition. I will say that this palette has some really good mattes. That's for sure. I think that is a strength of Melt Cosmetics. The shimmers, I'm just not sure why they can't get them to shim the way we need them to. Some of them do, some of them don't. There seems to be like 2 formulas. There's like the really nice smooth ones, smoother ones that they have, and then they have these crumbly ones that just are not giving us what we need. But in any case, look at this shade. I love this shade, love it. And I was gonna take this palette back. It was at a time where I still wasn't really into neutrals, so I just wasn't really trying to work with the palette. Like, I felt like all the looks looked the same, and they were just, I don't want to say they were too grungy because there's no such thing for me, but I just couldn't gel with the palette. And now I have come to really enjoy this palette, and the palette that I can't gel with is the Amore Mariposas palette. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the circle pans. I don't know what I want. Yes, I do. I just want Melt to use the same formula like the She's in Parties palette. That palette had a pretty good formula. I don't know. Gemini, oh my gosh. The Gemini palette, beautiful. All right, I kind of went up a little higher here, but there's that first shade set down really nicely. And I'm thinking I'm gonna be more so focusing on this side of the palette today. So let's go ahead into the shade Rubia, which is just a deeper shade of Mari. And for Rubia, I'm going to use my Refer number 13 brush. It is definitely time to clean my brushes. We will see if I can get that done tonight. But when I get home from work, I want to do a purchase or pass, which means I have one up Monday and I'll have one up Friday, but that's okay. Because when I recorded last week, you know, that's when I had that sound issue. So it still has been a week apart. I cannot believe how much makeup releases in a week. It's craziness. Just gonna leave it like that. Hopefully you can see the depth to this shade Rubia. These mattes are just, I mean, I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing, to be honest with you. I'm just rambling, and it's just great mattes in this palette. Really great mattes. they just get their shimmers right, we'd be good on it, you know? Now I'm gonna go a bit out of order. I'm gonna go back into the shade Mari because I do want to put that on the lower lash line. Sorry, I didn't zoom in. And I'll show you the brush in just a second. I'm just gonna go really lightly with this because this palette can be super, super, super dark. And that's kind of not the vibe I'm trying to do today, but we'll see. You know how that goes. So the brush I just used is a Blend Bunnies B2 brush. So that's where we are with the look. I mean, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Chill, it's chill today. And some of the shimmers are great, like Santa Maria is great, Bamba, great shimmers. But we are gonna go into the shade Beau, and that's this one here. Like I said, I'm just creating a nice chill look with the palette today. I don't think I'm gonna use that silver glitter. I was thinking about it, but I don't think I want to. Yeah, this is just chill. It's real chill. And I really do like the layout of these palettes that Melt does, because you can kind of divide them in half. I'm thinking about Gemini. I'm thinking about She's in Parties. Like you have the light purple, the deep purple. I'm thinking about Blueprint, where you have the blue side and the neutral side. And I really like that. I don't know. Like I want to love Melt so much, like for their vision and just everything. But it's, sometimes they're just not melting for me. Yeah, see, I'm into this. This is just nice and plain. Maybe we can take the shade Cali. So this shade, I can't remember which one it is, but I told you it is from Give Me Glow. I am going to use this as an inner corner highlight, but just wanted to see what happens if we just tap it on the lid just a little bit, just to give it a little bit of brightness over top of Beau. So now I'm going to go into the inner corner highlight with Cali, aka the Give Me Glow shade. See how nice that is? It's not crumbly. It's just those original shimmers. They just made me mad. So they had to go. They had to go. Yes, very good. It wouldn't be me if we didn't take Sensimilia and just tap a little bit in the outer corner just to kind of cover up and give just the outer corner just a little bit of a deeper vibe. I'm actually going to take Sensimilia and Rubia and I'm going to mix them together because I don't need it to be as deep as Sensimilia. This is a BH Cosmetics brush. I do not know the name of it. There's nothing on it. I don't even know. Yeah, it is BH. And I'm keeping it more Rubia actually, because Sensimilia is pretty deep. And just so you know, I'm not having any fallout with the mattes. Didn't have any with the shimmers. Not sure if you can see what happened there, but I'm just covering up the shimmer just a little bit. Maybe too much. And there's our look. The last thing I'm gonna do is take this BK Beauty 201 brush and just go over the entire thing and just make sure it blends nicely. I am gonna show you that glitter up close. I'm not gonna use it just because it's silver. There were 3 glitters that came out with this collection and I really wanted the one called, I really wanted the other 2. It was hybrid and the other one was more of a, it would have been perfect with this. It was like a coppery tone. It was so pretty. I keep wanting to call it Burnout, but I don't think that's what it was called. I don't think it was called Burnout, but it might have been. I have the shade Pothead and I did see them use this as nail polish, but see, this is not gonna go with this look. So, but it is a glitter gel formulation and I think it has a pretty good dry down. I think it will look good just tapping it gently, but I don't know if this is really for me, but I just wanted to share that. And I really like this. I really went in lightly with this palette, because if you go heavy, it's going to be really, really deep. But I think this is my favorite look that I've done with the palette so far, to be honest with you all, because those mattes are very pigmented, and most of the times I just felt like it was so smoky and just so much. And sometimes I'm going for that and sometimes I'm not. So let me go ahead and finish off this look, and then I'll be back to let you know what else I have on my face, and then I'm gonna get to work. All right, you guys, so here is the finished look. And I really, really like it. So let me tell you what I did. I took the gray core crayon by Linda Hallberg and just put that on my bottom lash line. And then I have the 5D Lash Pile again from Makeup Revolution. Really, really like this mascara. For blush, I'm using a Melt Cream blush today. This is the shade Sandy Cheeks. So you can see it's kind of like has that coral tone to it, like a peachy tone. And I haven't pulled these out in a while, so I need to use them. They are creams. They're definitely not gonna last forever. So I'm gonna try to pull these out a little bit more. And for my lipstick, I don't have on a liner today, but this is one of my favorite nude lipsticks. This is the shade Adrian by Chanel. This is the Rouge Cocoa. This is like the perfect nude lipstick, and I love it so much. It's really creamy, and it's just really comfortable to wear, and it's something that I can just put on. I could do a liner with this, but I just don't want to. I really like the way the eye look is with the whole look. So I'm gonna get ready for work, and I will see y'all in the next look. All right, you guys, I am here to do another look with a Melt Cosmetics palette. For my palette rotation video, I'm actually going somewhere, y'all. I know, who am I? Going to karaoke today. It's far away. Well, it's far, but we have a driver, so that's like so great. I thought Smoke Sessions would be the best palette to use, and I'm gonna combine that with the Rust palette. Now, let me show you why I'm choosing that. So I love Adidas, that's like my favorite brand, but I love their very unique prints when they do that, especially when they collab with like companies like the Farm Rio company. So is this a Farm Rio one? I'm not sure. I have this long jacket. It's a long Adidas jacket, and I'm wearing this, little bodysuit, It's got the 3 stripes down the side, but I just thought about these greens, and I thought Smoke Sessions, got a little army purse to go with it, and I'm just wearing sneakers because I can't tell you the last time I've worn heels. I'm not trying to have that type of uncomfortable situation today. So we're gonna jump right into this gorgeous smoke. Actually, we're not. We're gonna jump into Rust first because I didn't want to use the deep mattes. I want to start with the shade Rubbish here. Oh, that's Erode. Rubbish. So there's Rubbish. I am going to use a BK Beauty 8503 brush. Look at me looking up top to see if y'all can see it. All right. Y'all can see that. Again, we're starting with this shade Rubbish. I'll get the lighting straight one day, y'all. It's just a process. Switching back to my Canon lens. I'm getting used to it again. But I'm going to go ahead and blend this. I'm going to try to be quick because once the boys get here, we have to roll. Because my mom is watching them. So great. So great. So I'm not even sure when this video is going to go up, but today is the 25th, and I just found out there's going to be a Gemini II, and they are bringing the original Gemini back, which I just recently purchased, so I don't need to repurchase that because my palette is new. But Gemini II, it's like these reds and like looks like burgundy type shades. I'm acting like I saw the palette. I saw one shade, but that's what I'm thinking. That's the color story. I'm so excited for it, and I'm thinking it's gonna be like the original Melt style, because I was just watching Dr. Ash's video and how she was talking about, and I've said this before, like not being able to gel with the Mori Mariposas. I am gonna bring that one back out. I don't even know how many looks I have for my Melt palette rotation video just yet, but I do need to bring that back out and give it another chance. I did like the looks I created with it, but one time I did a look with it and I was just like, this is horrible. So it's not the quality of the palette, it's something with me. I don't know what's going on there. going into smoke sessions now, and I would like to go and enjoy the shade Sour Diesel. And there's the shade. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy Sour Diesel on an Alien Cosmetics A6 brush. This is gonna be my crease and outer, well, crease and kind of outer corner shade. Let's see what we do with it. I'm really trying to keep this in the crease, maybe just a little bit above, so we can just see the little bit of depth that's happening here. Oh my God. Like when Melt does it, they do it. You know what I'm saying? But I need you to do it consistently. And I think that's all I'm gonna do. That's all I'm gonna do. It's just a little swipey swipe. And we're gonna keep it pushing because I'm gonna go a little deeper than this. So we're gonna just get that in the crease and pack it up in, diffuse it on out. And these mats are matting. Like their mats are great. They are great mats. Like, come on. Gonna keep on, no, we're not. We're gonna go with the shimmer now. And this one looks like it's a little bit of hard pan. I was trying to deal with it earlier, and okay, I did scrape it up, I forgot, so never mind. It's no hard pan there anymore. We're gonna go into that shade, which is Black Widow, this one here. I'm gonna go ahead and try to be a bit gentle with this because I did scrape some up, so there is a chance of some fallout here. This is just such a beautiful, you know, grungy green foiled shimmer, and I love it. I love it. Now Melt, you know, they don't do the best shimmers, but I think they're deeper ones. I feel like their deeper ones are the good ones. The lighter ones are a bit of the crumbly form, and that's just not my favorite thing. And even their shimmers aren't the best, but some of them are all right. And this one's okay. So we're gonna just take that on the other eye and just get it in there. This is such a gorgeous combo. I was trying to figure out which palette I wanted to merge with Smoke Sessions. And initially I said Rust, and then I was like, oh no, I want to do 27. But just the tones of those neutrals, Rust was better. Rust was a better pick for me. So look at that, y'all. I can't, but I can. I'm going to continue on with the same Alien Cosmetics brush, and I'm gonna go into the shade Space Queen, which is just that deep, I don't know what you call it, forest green. It kind of has a different tone than the grungier greens, and I feel like that's what starts the second half of the palette, because you've got these golds and green golds, but then you go all the way to having a mint green, and I feel like the Space Queen shade starts that vibe with the second half of the palette. And I love when Melt does their palettes like that, because it just gives you, well, for me, it gives me a comfortable starting place, because sometimes, you know, you might not know what you want to do. And then once you get comfortable, then you can mix, you know, those gold greens with the mints and come up with something creative. But it gives you like just a nice starting point of like, okay, I'm just going to work with these 4 shades, and then I'll do a look with the other 4. You know what I mean? And then you can get a little more daring. And I like that, because even though, you know, I like to be creative with colors, sometimes I don't feel like being creative with colors. Sometimes I just want something that I know is gonna go and I can see it. Sometimes I don't want the all over the place stuff because I can't see the look. It takes me too long, and I'm always rushing to do my makeup. So it's just too much. Now, this is a little sloppy, so we're gonna go ahead and take a BK Beauty 201 brush. This is just one of their fluffy blending brushes, and we're gonna just blend it on out. I'm gonna drag it on out. You know, there's nothing on this, so this is just gonna help to melt the look together. Like melt, no pun intended, but it is melting the shades together, and you can still see them, but just, you know, blowing it out and taking away that, you know, that harshness that I felt like was there. You know, nobody wants harsh lines. That should be a hashtag, no harsh lines. All right, boy, it's about to be here any minute. What a predicament, because this would be the perfect opportunity for me to use my Rephr 26 brush, which I've been looking for, and I know it's in here, and I've been looking for it for what I feel like is a very long time, but it's probably only been a day. Here it is. Oh, unfortunately, this looks like it's too dirty to use. That's a shame. We're gonna go into the Blend Bunnies Cosmetics B1 brush. Not sure if this is what I really want to use, but I'm not. Let's switch back to Rust because I don't want that green on the bottom. What if we did, let's go back into Rubbish. Let's keep with the theme here on the lower lash line. I told the boys they were not getting out the car, and I feel like I'm still gonna be shucking and jiving with this makeup, but you know how it is. Yeah, okay. This is good, but this brush is a little bit too fluffy, so it's bringing it down a bit low, but that's kind of okay, because like I'm going out, you know, going out on the town. Yep, not mad. I'm enjoying this look so far. I love it. So now we need an inner corner point, and I'm gonna go into just this BH Cosmetics pencil brush, and I wanna go back to Smoke Sessions, and let's go ahead with Gravity OG. I was gonna do Granddaddy, but I wanna go with Gravity OG for that. Just, it's got a little bit of brightness. Let me go back into Black Widow real quick and put some here because I'm missing a couple spots here. All right, back into Gravity OG. I think that's perfect. I'm loving this for the inner corner highlight. This is amazing. This is just, this is yummy. This is, in the words of my nephew River, so tasty. Look. That's it. We're done. Do we need a brow bone? I don't even want to do that. Gonna go ahead, finish this off, get a lip, and then, you know, let you know what else I got on. And take these clips out too, because I'm getting ready to leave. Can't be having these clips in. That's gonna be a mess if I forget. Oh, there's one more. Cute. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, the boys are here. I'm back with the final look. We have to skedaddle, so let me show it to you. Ooh. I love this. Crunchy goodness. All right, so let me tell you what I did. On my eyes, I took an Urban Decay liner in the shade Overdrive. It is a forest green. And I am wearing the Benefit Bad Gal Bang mascara. On my lips, my winning combo lately is my Vive lip pencil in the shade Rumor, which is kind of like this deep brown. Not deep, it's not really deep. It's a warm brown. And then my Dior New Look matte lipstick. Getting a ton of use out of this one. I love it. I can always tell when I'm getting a lot of use out of lipstick because I get this little hook action here. Mess. Anyway, blush is the Wayne Goss Desert Blossom palette. Wait a minute, let me see. Yes, Desert Blossom. It's this one. It's hard to tell the difference between the two. This also comes with the rose gold highlighter, which I also have on. And that's it, y'all. I'm ready to go. I got a necklace on. All right, well, I'm not sure what look this is, so I'm either getting y'all into another look or ending off the video. So let's get to that. All right, you guys, so this is the last and final look in today's palette rotation video. And I am gonna be using a palette I have never used before by Melt, and that is the Impulsive palette. I purchased this palette, it had been discontinued, I believe, and I got this off of eBay for like 35 bucks. And this is what it looks like. So you can see it's got this kind of confusing layout. Impulsive, you know. It is a very chunky palette. It's definitely not my favorite. I've never swatched this palette. I haven't done anything. I mean, I may have like played around, but I haven't done like formal swatches or anything like that. So it's crazy because like you have warm shades here and then cool shades here, but there are no mattes on this side, which I'm like, why couldn't we have a matte, like a cool matte, a blue or something like that? Because I don't know what I'm gonna put together with this look. So we're just gonna go ahead and wing it. So let's do it. I'm gonna go into the shade Game Changer, and for that I'm gonna use the Alien Cosmetics A5 brush, and Game Changer is gonna be my transition. Oh, and there's no mirror. Okay, I'm ready now. Let's do this. So as we're going ahead with this shade, what are your thoughts about Gemini 2? I'm not even sure when this video is gonna go up, but I think it's gonna go up before the palette is in stores, because today's March 28th and the swatches just came out today. The reveal was yesterday, and yeah, I'm into it. I'm definitely into it. So let me know what y'all are thinking about that. I do think I'm gonna try to get it from Sephora for VIB. And you know what? I see that Sephora has this same day delivery option, because I know my Sephora doesn't. Well, my Sephoras are in JCPenney's, and that's not even in the, like when I look up the closest Sephora to me, they don't even include the JCPenney ones anymore. So I'm wondering if I can just grab it. I do have an appointment for Markey that's not far away from the one downtown in Baltimore. So maybe I could get it from there, or maybe I can have it delivered. We shall see. So this is like your typical grungy green, very, very familiar for Melt. They, you know, really do well with the greens. And I think that's a nice color to start with. So just gonna put a little bit more on here. Not really having any issues with it at all. I don't know if Melt has made any changes to their matte formula over the years. I don't even know when this palette originally released, but that's their forte, their mattes. So let's just go ahead to the other side. The weather is also so crazy here, y'all. Like, it has like snow, like I was gonna say it's snow flurried. There have been flurries like 3 times today, and it's freezing. I was thinking about depotting this palette, but I don't think it's the same. I want to depot it and put it, like, if I could find on Mercari like an empty Melt palette. I don't think these pans are the sizes of their traditional pans. So, because sometimes I think it's all in the layout for me. That's the issue I think I'm having with Amore Mariposas, which I am gonna have to put that in a rotation video, you know, with the next round. So I think we're good, like, for our transition. I think this looks great. And I wanna deepen this green with the next shade, which is Profesh. It's the one right next to it. There are 7 mattes on this side, 2 shimmers, and then the other side, it's all shimmers. So that's kind of strange. So I am going into Profesh using the same brush by Alien Cosmetics, and I'm just, you can already see that it's deeper. I'm just trying to smooth out the blend just a little bit. And I'm gonna try to make sure that this look looks different from my Smoke Sessions look, because I realized that the last look was green as well. So I'm definitely gonna try to make this look stand out from my last one, because otherwise it's boring. All right, so here's what we're working with. I think that looks pretty all right. So now we need to get into some of these shimmers. So CEO, ooh, this looks kind of nice. It's like a brown. That looks nice. Go Getter. I want to use this, but I'm not going to like it with this green, I don't think. But that's a really nice shimmer, just for reference. I am thinking about maybe one of these purples. So we have the shade Morning After. I'm also looking at the shade Warehouse Party. Let's see. So I'm going to go in with my finger on, not on, Warehouse Party. And oh, let me get my mirror. This is too much maneuvering here. Not a bad shimmer at all. It's not anything spectacular, but it's not bad. Let's see what happens if we take popping bottles and place it on top. This isn't bad. It's not bad. It's not They're not the best, but it's not horrible. I am gonna go back into Profesh just because I brought that shimmer up. You can see it's a little messy. So let's just use Profesh to just keep everything where it's supposed to be. Now, I'm wondering, or I'm trying to debate, do I want to deepen up this outer corner with a brown, which could look nice. I don't think I'm gonna do that though. Let's just keep it green, taking some more Profesh and just stamping it on the outer corners. I definitely think one of those deeper purple shades would have looked nice as well, but I'm kind of cool with this. So now we're gonna get ready to get into something else. I already know I wanna go into the shade 2012 right here. I definitely want this for my inner corner highlight. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Rephr 23 brush for that shade. And again, I'm going to 2012, which is a matte yellow. So that's a little something different because I usually go for shimmery inner corner highlight. But we're just gonna try something else out today. This one is very, very pigmented. I think you can see it. And it's an inner corner highlight, but I'm also kind of taking it over along the little first part of the lid, just a little bit. And while I'm doing this, I am trying to think about my lower lash line because I want to use another color. I want something to complement this. And I'm thinking it is going to be purple. So what I'm going to do is I want to go into the shade Morning After. And Morning After is a shimmer, but it's kind of like a satin shimmer. I'm gonna try this using my What's Up Beauty R101 brush. It wouldn't have been a bad idea to spray it, but it's really not doing bad. So this one has like some sparkly reflex in it. Not sure if you can see. It's a really pretty shade. Well, I think this is it. I think this is gonna be the look. I'm gonna try for a brow bone highlight, but I don't think I wanna do that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just stop here. I'm just gonna try to clean this up just a little bit, especially over here. Soften it up a little bit. And that is the look, you guys. I'm gonna go finish this off camera and then I'll be back to let you know what else is on my face and then wrap up this video. All right, you guys, I'm back and this is the finished look. So I think it came out pretty good. So let me just share with you what I did to finish up the look. For my eyeliner, I took an Urban Decay liner and this is the shade Voodoo. It is a purple metallic. That's it there. And then I use the Bad Gal Bang mascara. For my blush, I am using the Sunset Blush by Vive, and this is the shade Piazza. I love this blush. I think it's a really nice blush. And for my lips, I had a, don't do it, KKW Beauty lip pencil. This is the shade Taupe Wood. It's just a taupe liner. And I paired that with my Chanel Rouge Coco lipstick in the shade Adrian, one of my favorite nudes. And that's it there. Final thoughts about the Impulsive palette. I don't really see myself using it a lot. I just don't see myself grabbing for it at all. I do like this look and I think it is great, but I think I could get this look from Gemini or some of the shades maybe in Smoke Sessions. I'm trying to think of some other greens they have. 420, even though that quality was somewhat questionable. And then, the purples, for that, my go-to palette would be the She's in Parties palette. And just with the layout of this, I just don't see myself grabbing for it too much. Now, I did like the mustard shade at the top and that bright red shimmer. So I'm not saying I would never use it again, but I just honestly just don't see that happening. And I probably would do better with depotting it and maybe just using the palette as singles, because The mattes that I tried worked very nicely. I just don't see myself like, let me go grab this Impulsive palette and do a look. It would just take me too long to figure out what I even want to do because of the way that that palette is laid out. And it's not like the most comfortable to use. There's no mirror, it's heavy, it's chunky. It's just not my cup of tea. And that's like me just being spoiled because I have so many eyeshadow palettes. So yeah, I might just depot that. And final thoughts for this video and these palettes. Man, so Mary Jane is just a palette I was gonna return. I don't know if I said that in the beginning or not, but definitely didn't appreciate it, and it actually gave me an idea for a video that I want to do about maybe palettes that I've purchased that I've grown to appreciate or that I didn't appreciate at first, like, cause that was gonna go back, and I'm so glad that I didn't. Smoke Sessions, I love the grunginess of that palette. I'm not as big of a fan of the minty side, but the green gold side, that grunginess, I love those shades. And I can't wait to do more with that palette. I know I bought that palette very late. So that was that. And I told you about Impulsive. So all in all, I am enjoying going back into these melt palettes, and you know, with more experience now and just more exposure and practice with different brands and eyeshadow techniques, different brushes, just seeing like, how do I feel about these palettes? And I love rotating them and just going back into my collection and not forgetting about what's here. So that's all I have for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed the looks. Let me know which one you like the best. I hope this was therapy for you. It always is for me. And until I see you again, make sure you are being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and I'll see y'all really soon. Bye.